My Dreams, a short story written and narrated by Robert Fairhead from the Tall and True writer's website. I'm in the middle of a dream, though it might be nearer the beginning or end. Who can tell with dreams? I'm on a rocket, and the final countdown's begun. 10, 9, 8. Then I look down at myself, strapped in the seat, and see I'm wearing pyjamas. It's only a dream, I reassure myself. As a kid, I dreamed I wore pyjamas to school, but didn't realise until the teacher called me to the front of the class. And now, middle-aged, I often dream I'm on a bus, and my stop's next. But when I glance down, I'm not wearing pyjamas. I'm stark naked. How did I board the bus? And why did the ground crew strap me into a rocket in my pyjamas? 7, 6, 5. Sometimes, in lucid dreams, I saw thermals like an eagle, arms outstretched, without wings. Other times, I play guitar like Eric Clapton. But when I stare down to memorise the riffs, I can't see my fingers. Then there's the dream of standing on stage in a packed auditorium. And I've forgotten my speech. Just improvise, the TEDx director hisses. And now, though I know I'm dreaming, I've got to improvise launching a rocket in my pyjamas. 4, 3, 2. I scan the instrument panel for a button to push, or a plug to pull from a socket to abort the countdown and end the dream. But it's a blur of dials, LEDs, and toggle switches. I've also dreamed of an old flame. We were swimming in clear, warm waters off a tropical beach when she ducked beneath a wave. I dived after her, but instead of surfacing, we embraced and kissed, suspended and enveloped in a pocket of air. And when I woke in bed beside my wife, gasping for breath, I was racked with guilt. The launch countdown is dragging on. 1. But then, as I said, time's hard to comprehend in dreams. And reality. It's almost 2 years since my wife died. We had our ups and downs, but we raised 3 kids, and we're looking forward to retirement and being grandparents. And then she fell ill. I stopped dreaming during her long battle with cancer. But shortly after she died, my wife visited me in a dream that felt more real than that tropical beach with the old flame. She was wearing the locket with our wedding photos I gave her the day the doctor informed us there would be no retirement together. Face your fears, she told me. Don't hide yourself away and get on with life. My wife often returns to me in dreams with comforting words of support, and I know she'd want me to pilot this rocket, wearing pyjamas or in the buff. So let's finish the countdown. 0. Lift off. I wake with a start, still in my pyjamas, lying in the middle of the bed. I'm alone, but not in my dreams. Hi, I'm Robert Fairhead from Tall and True Short Reads and the Tall and True writer's website. I wrote My Dreams for the Australian Writers' Centre's Furious Fiction Writing Challenge in June 2023. The brief for the 500-word short story was, it had to begin in the middle of something and include the words locket, pocket, rocket, and socket, or longer variations retaining the original spelling. I set my story in the middle of a dream, and although I've never dreamed of a rocket launch, I drew on some of my dreams for the story. For instance, at school in my pyjamas, on a bus in the buff, soaring like an eagle, playing guitar like a legend, forgetting my lines on stage, and perhaps, once or twice, dreaming of an old girlfriend. However, as with all my fiction, while I draw on elements of autofiction and a true sentence here and there, most of it is pure imagination. As I mentioned, I've never launched a rocket or made a TEDx speech, and my wife is still alive. But I have dreamed of being visited by departed relatives, and even a dear old dog. That doggy dream felt so real I could feel his coarse hair on my fingers when I reached down to pat him, and I found it comforting to touch and see him again. I hope you enjoyed listening to my dreams. You can read this and all my short stories, blog posts and other writing at tallandtrue.com. You can also buy my short story collections from the Amazon Kindle, Apple Books and Kobo online bookstores. Links are available in the show notes. The next episode of Tall and True Short Reads will be in your podcast feed shortly. In the meantime, please check your feed or the podcast website, tallandtrueshortreads.com, for earlier episodes from seasons 1, 2 and 3. And follow or subscribe to the podcast and rate and review it via your favourite app. Doing so helps me share my storytelling. You can support this podcast financially by making a small one-off or regular donation via the Acast supporter page. You'll find a link in the show notes. Finally, please tell your family and friends about Tall and True Short Reads and the Tall and True Writers website.